Let me ask you a question. You know, a lot of guys, they struggle with women, just a lot of different aspects of life because they fear rejection.
Right.
When you're coaching your guys, how do you help them get over that fear of rejection? I think that's a big problem.
100%.
Not even just with women, but in life, in business, sales.
100%.
Everything. How do you coach people out of that?
Very slow, progressive desensitization. That was always my philosophy.
Desensitization.
Yeah. There's two ways you could do it. One is like a more immersive experience, which was like for me, that was me going out, meeting that coach and him throwing me into that stuff, like I told you earlier. But what I took away from that one was like, I had the coach push me, I went back home and I was right back into my routine. So like, even though I had that one day of an immersive experience, and that's what I feel like is the problem with dudes who just bank on doing a 2-3 day boot camp.
Yeah.
You go out, you get pushed, you ain't cultivating a whole new identity in 3 days.
There's no reinforcement.
No, and then you revert back because it was so outside your comfort zone. It was damn near traumatizing. You go home thinking, I did the thing, but you didn't change. You didn't change. And
you did a thing, right? Because doing something once doesn't mean that that's who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It shows you it's possible, which is what I was saying earlier. Like, it showed me it was possible. And for me, I knew there was no turning back at that point. I know a lot of dudes, though, that will still talk their way out of doing it and justify falling back on whatever they were already doing.
So you do desensitization. What does that look like?
Yeah, so it just depends on their level, right? Because there's dudes, I got guys that come into the program, they're good looking dudes, they already got a social life, they're already getting women, they just want to go to an even higher level. And then I have dudes that I'm damn near wondering, is this guy autistic? Nothing against that either.
Nothing against it.
Right. But I have dudes that are at very, very low level. They can't talk to a girl. I could tell on the consultation call they're struggling to communicate with me. And so obviously different timelines, different goals, right?
That guy can't be Dan Brazarian next week.
Nah, not next week.
What does it look like? Because I'm thinking for the viewer, if somebody's dealing with this, what can they do? Like, what can the viewer do?
Okay, so for the viewer, you need to do an assessment about where am I at right now? Like, am I already going on dates? If you're already going on dates, cool, man. Double down on the way that you're getting dates.
Do more of it.
Yes.
But they're scared.
Well,
they have that fear of
that's
rejection.
if they're already going on dates.
Okay.
But that's why I said there's different levels.
I'm talking about the guy, he's scared, he's fear of rejection. He can't even talk to a girl.
Okay,
you know
cool.
what I'm saying?
Yes, for sure. So I would say level one is you got to start saying things to people in passing with no expectation of even getting a response.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem with dudes that are really low level or not even low level. You gotta fear of rejection. It's the self-talk. And it's the fear of the reaction, really, right? The rejection is the reaction. So when you're focused on the reaction and that's dictating how you feel about the whole thing, especially when you're at a low level, it's a self-fulfilling thing where it's like, I already feel like I suck at this. I'm afraid of their reaction. I go up, bad reaction, beat myself down more.
Got it.
And so what I tell guys is like, yo, fuck the reaction. I don't even care about if they respond right now. I'm focused on, can we say something in passing with the right delivery?
And it's not even just women, like just humans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just start talking to
If we're talking super low level, then yeah. Because again, you need to be able to talk to the random dude on the corner, the cashier, the gas attendant, whatever. If you're in Jersey, the dude that's pumping the gas.
The dude that's pumping your own gas. It's illegal to pump your own gas.
But you gotta be able to just do this everywhere. And there's also less pressure, I think. If you're at a low level, it's like, yo, talk to the dude. And you say something in passing, and then you gotta stay focused on the action-based goal of like, yo, I did the thing, fuck yeah, let's go. That's what I tell my clients. It's like, we're doing the first step. Good reaction, bad reaction. My thought is, fuck yeah, let's go.
You know, that really works. I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna back up what you said. You know, I used to be signed to Sony Records. I had a record deal. I got dropped when they merged with BMG in 2004. Anyway, but before that, when I was working getting deals, I told you we used to go to me and my boy, we used to go to rap battles all up and down the East Coast. I was in school in DC, so any place that was driving distance, if there was an open mic or a rap battle, we would go. Yeah. And it's different cities. Sometimes we'd be in Jersey, sometimes we, fucking Camden, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Strapped up. What I would do is, this was a tactic, and my boy, he started doing it too when he saw me doing it. I would like meet people in the crowd before I went on. Right, like as many people as possible. So now by the time I go on,
takes the pressure
I
off.
got friends. You know what I'm saying? Like they're at least open, or people I know.
Yeah.
Like it's harder to boo a motherfucker who you just said what's up to. But also, it just made me less nervous because rapping in front of a bunch of strangers Most people won't give a speech in front of it. That's like a big fear. They're not strangers anymore. I warmed up, you know what I'm saying? So that helped me with that. 100%. And I can see how I tell my salespeople too, when you're on a sales call, like you gotta be able to set that person's emotions, right? Like you gotta be able to change another person's emotion. It's a weird thing, right? I have been practice doing that. Like everybody you meet, you know what I'm saying? Fucking janitors, you gotta be able to change the janitor's state in your building. You know what I'm saying? Cashiers.
Same shit.
Yeah, you gotta, you change this cashier's state?
Because if you can't do that, how are you gonna change somebody who's about to invest a lump sum of like four figures?
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, how you gonna put in it on a dating context, the girl has to be in the right state to move forward with you in any
emotional state.
Right? And so you gotta practice changing state all the time before 100%. You're in the game.
100%.
And it got to the point where I just do it normally, and my girl thinks it's just super weird because like I just say hi to people, I start conversations, people, strangers
doing it,
but she thinks it's like super weird because she's a New Yorker, right? You know how New Yorkers are,
right?
You know, and she's not used to that. But you know, I'm just me, man. I talk. If I go to like I'm friends with everybody who works out of my building. Yeah. I'm everywhere I go in the building, I'm cool with people now.
100%.
But some people, you know how New Yorkers are. But that helps you with sales and anything else you want to do in life. Yeah. Be able to like meet people, talk to them. But if you can like change people's state,
100%.
That's a different. That's like almost like a superpower.
That's what I teach, man. Yeah. That confidence, that communication, that charisma. I mean, that's everything right there, bro. So.
And then they won't be nervous when they go up to the girl. They won't be 100%. As nervous. They might still be nervous.
Again, progressive desensitization. So it's not just I said, hey, in passing, and now I'm going up to the dime and asking her for dinner.
Yeah.
You know, that's where we start. Yeah. And you start with the self-talk, and you need to be aware of your self-talk because the dudes that are, man, so many guys, they come into this, they think they suck. It's two reasons. Number one, they just don't understand the theory of like how loud you should be talking at, implementing a little bit of a smile, holding that good eye contact, what to say in interactions to like get it going. So when you don't have that and it's a bad response and then you have the negative self-talk, again, it's that downward circle that keeps going. So it starts with saying things in passing. And again, there's different environments. So like we're working on the online dating, then we're also working on like daytime interactions and passing simultaneously.
Yeah. In the gym.
In the gym too.
You should end up being cool with all the people you see in your gym all the time. Yeah. Like that's
like
it.
You naturally embody a lot of the philosophy, I think. Because here's the thing though, like a dude, I would assume that you're a big guy and growing up you were probably one of the bigger dudes.
No, I weren't. Not until like maybe 19, 20, around that time. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, nah, because if you look at my old YouTube videos in my 20s, I was like the first videos, I was pretty slim. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but you were still tall too.
Yeah, I was tall, 6'2". I was 6'2" since I was.
Yeah, you were 6'2". I'm talking about the dudes that are 5'5", 5'6", 5'7", like myself, 5'8", right? So it's harder to draw that internal confidence naturally when you're already a small dude and you already got shit confidence. So that's why it comes back to the self-talk. But anybody can have good confidence. There's dudes way shorter than me that are fucking more confident than me and get more women than I do too.
For sure, man. For sure, 100%. And I really like what the desensitization, right? Actually just talking to people in passing, like, be charismatic with the person, the cashier, the waiter, you know what I'm saying? Male or female, right? You just be charismatic all the time till it comes to the point where it's not something you have to turn on.
And we go over social drills to even do at your house first. So I'll tell dudes, because I mean, dude, talking and getting to a social flow it's a muscle, right? So like if you're already at home talking for 10, 20 minutes in a row, even though it sounds a little weird. But just think about it, like, you would warm up before you go work out.
I get this. It's especially a guy who's just starting out on all this. He might definitely need that.
Yeah, so we start with that. That already gets the juices flowing. You don't need to do that, but like that's supplemental if you want to do it. Yeah. Then you're doing things in passing. Then we're transitioning from passing to extending the conversation 1 to 2 sentences. Yeah. Or if you're out at someone who's stationary, like a cashier, like the front desk, whatever, elevator, pushing it a little bit more, 30-second conversation when you have their undivided attention.
This makes a lot of sense. You ever see Amish people and they have the horses, they ride horses and shit down the street, down a regular street. Well, the way they train the horses to not be scared of cars, horses don't fuck with cars like that, And what they do is they have a rope and they tie it to like a gate close to the street, but it's like far enough from the horse. Like it's tied to the horse too, but he's far enough where he's not, he's not scared of the cars. And then every day they they kind of make that rope a little shorter, until he's like, now he's right up on the road.
Yeah.
Cars zipping by him, he's not even tripping. Then they put him out on the road, 100%. And now he's an Amish horse, motherfucker.
It goes for any skill set, man. Like, that's what it is. It's just cranking up the intensity slowly as your skill set and your confidence goes up, and that's what it is for everything. That's why I know the philosophy is correct, because like I see it happening with dudes and it makes sense. So it starts with that in your day to day. It starts with that with the people you're talking to, and then at some point you do need to start going up to more attractive women.
Yeah, and you will get rejected.
100%.
Everybody will. But at the same time, it's like if you're talking to everyone, if you're being charming to everyone, then it's like the percentage of rejection is like you won't even care as much. But if you only go up to one person, you know what I'm saying, once a month, and that person rejects you, then you got 100% failure rate.
For sure.
And then I can see how that can fuck with your confidence.
Yeah.
Once you talking to everyone, then one person doesn't want to talk to you, you might forget that happened. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't remember, real talk, I don't remember half of the girls that I've gone up to in the last little bit. Not that I'm not even going up to that many girls a day, but I do go up to at least 3 to 5 girls a day. Every day.
Really?
Swear to God, I go up to 3 to 5 girls every day. I don't remember half of these women.
Yeah.
There's been a handful of girls that even like had me thinking about them a little bit later. I mean, that's a whole nother talk, but
yeah. But you can't think about them too much, man, because you I know all you red pill guys don't do y'all no fap, so you can't think about it too much. All right, there was
I'm pro fap.
Me too.
I'm pro fap. I saw you talking about that. Like, I mean, dude, it's a social cause. Objects in motion stay in motion, man.
Yeah, man, you can't go out. You going outside? You ever seen something about Mary?
Yeah,
you can't go out with
the bathroom zipper.
Yeah, he was saying like you can't go out with a loaded weapon, man. You can't
what did he say? He said drown the dolphin. I think he called it. You got to drown the dolphin.
Yo, I had something funny I wanted to. I had a good point. It wasn't funny. I like that philosophy, man. Yeah. Honestly, I think that's the best course of action, because you will get rejected, but if you're talking to so many people and it's low stakes, then it won't even matter.
Yeah, and the other thing is like, you'll realize over time that it's not personal. Like, but you're doing it that one time. It is personal.
If it's just one, yeah.
Like, it is personal.
Like my clients who I teach to start their online fitness business, he was like, man, I was on a call with this one potential client and blah, blah, blah. Whoa, why are you telling me about one person, man? You should have enough volume that one is not a big deal.
100%.
So you forget about it. When you said you go up to 3 to 5 girls a day, right? And I remember I was 17, because I went to college when I was 17. Yeah. And I went to all boys military school. I didn't have a lot of experience talking to women, because I was around a bunch of guys all day. And, I lived at the military school, so it was all guys, no diddy, and I was just there. And then it's all right, cool. Now I gotta get good at talking to women, right? Because it made me a little nervous, you know. Yeah. I had a little notebook, man. This was at 19,
Let's go.
And I would write it every hour. I would talk to 5 girls a day, 5 new girls a day, new girls.
You're doing the routine, bro.
Yeah. And then what happened? It's exactly what you're talking about. And a few things happened. One, I wasn't nervous talking to girls, right? Because I'm 17 years old. Yeah. Just got my braces off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And in this whole totally new environment, so it desensitized me. It had another effect where I was actually popular on accident. Yeah. Not popular because I was so cool, but popular because I knew everybody. Mm-hmm. And I knew a bunch of girls. Everywhere I go, I knew a bunch of people. Yep. And not even trying to have sex with them. It's like just I knew them.
That's part of the philosophy too, because I told you there's different lanes, right? There's online dating. Then there's like your day to day, whether that's going downtown or going to a mall, going wherever you can interact. But then there's also just life game. Like the shit you got going on in your the classes that you're going to, the gym that you're going to, the school that you're going to. And for that one lane, I tell guys like, that's more long-term play. Because if you just socialize with the people in those environments consistently, you become that guy in the environment, you know? And women feed off of that shit. That pre-selection's real. They see pre-selection and social proof are very, very real.
And even like the guys we're talking about probably could stand to make some more like friends. Yeah. Right? Like the guy friends or even girlfriends. Right? I know, like, I don't know, you pick up guys y'all don't like.
Guys want wings.
Yeah, just friends.
To go out with too.
Just meeting people, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. All right, that's what's up.
There's just different levels to it. So you have very low level, it's like you're gonna make a friend. You at a slightly higher level, you can make a social circle. You at a slightly higher level, you start networking with dudes that are also higher up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm sure you've brought people onto the podcast that you just networked with through mutual friends or through.
Everybody who's been on the podcast is a friend of mine in real life. Somebody I actually know in real life. Yeah. Right. If we didn't know each other you know, since way back in the day.
Yeah.
Like I would.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, people
Exactly.
ask me, and I was like, I don't know this motherfucker, man.
Right.
You know, I know I can build the podcast faster if I just had on strangers. You know,
Yeah.
but I just bring on the homies, man.
Yeah, that's
I just
lit.
bring the homies on.